Hey there, let's do some makeup. I've got everything here in my mini double decker that I need for my whole face. So I'm starting by using my finger to color correct the dark circles under my eyes. This is a highlight color called Mango. It's got a little bit of an orangey tone to it, so it does a nice job correcting for the blue and purple under my eyes. Fishing for the right brush, and I found Buffy. And so with the bigger side, I am putting that all kind of along my cheek and jawline, around my mouth. And this is acting the most like a traditional foundation. So I put a little bit on my forehead too. And this is really just starting to even out my skin tone. And the cream is going to melt right into my skin. It's gonna feel like I'm not wearing anything at all. Next, I'm grabbing my contour color, and this is what puts the dimension back into your face. So all contouring is emphasizing and enhancing the natural shadows that should exist on your face anyway with these darker shades. So it doesn't have to be a super intimidating process. Once you learn where to put it, it's really easy. And this contour cream actually acts as part of your foundation. So that's why we're not having to layer as much, because you're gonna get coverage from all parts of the 3D foundation. So I use the pointy tapered part of this brush to do my nose contour, and I'm just taking small lines and trying to get them pretty close together. And I like to connect them back to my eyebrow. That's a good way to know where to start them. And so this is just gonna give a slimming effect to my nose. Now I'm picking up my brightening highlight color. So this is Linen, and you'll notice I'm doing these quick kind of dabbing motions. That stippling is really important to do over top of the Mango. You don't want to swipe it on or wipe it on with the brush, because then you're going to just wipe that Mango away. And we want to layer these two things on top of each other because, again, of those really dark circles that I have. If you don't have dark circles, you can skip the color correcting step first. This makeup does a really nice job of covering on its own. So unless you have severe dark circles like I do, you probably don't even have to do that part. Now with the fluffy side of my blush and bronzer brush, I'm picking up Glow Illuminator and Bella Bronzer. So I love this in the summer because it just adds some warmth back to my face. It makes it look like I've been in the sun, even though I don't let my face be in the sun without SPF anymore. No wardrobe malfunctions here. Okay, so next I grabbed the Hotline brush, and it has really dense tapered bristles, and so I'm using my contour color to fill in my brows. And there's a mirror in every compact, so it's perfect for touch-ups on the go if you need it. Filling brows is something I think everybody should try to do. I think it gives your face a nice finished look. Okay, I'm wearing Sandstone Lip and Cheek because it matches my dress, and I'm just gonna dot that on to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'll start to kind of blend it together with that contour line. So I'm putting the blush above the contour, but not on top of it. So you kind of want to marry those two lines together, and then I'm just blending everything out. Okay. Next, let's see. A little more. Sometimes the blush tends to soak in, and I like a pretty bold cheek color most of the time, so I'll always tend to go back and add a little bit more. For my eyeshadows, I'm gonna do Sabrina first. And so Sabrina is a nice kind of shimmery color that's a good neutral for a base. Now I've got Zion, and I'm working that into the crease, and I'm just kind of windshield wipering that back and forth. And you always need to take it up a little bit higher than you think you need to, because your eyelids, or at least mine do, kind of droop down. So I always have to take it up a little bit higher. Especially if you have hooded eyes, you want to make sure that you're doing that, or else you won't be able to see the pretty color that you're putting on. Next, I'm using the small end of the eyeshadow everything brush to grab the color Fin. Fin is kind of a dark shimmer, brownish gray. And I'm just putting that in the outer corner and then blending it together a little bit with that Zion. Then I'm taking that color right down on my bottom lash line. So you could use Zion for this or that darker Fin, depending on which look you like better. Next, with my finger, I'm grabbing You Complete Me and putting that right on the lid. This is a really nice eyeshadow combination to transition to fall. Then I'm just going back with that Sabrina to clean it up a little bit and make sure that the inner parts of my eyelids still seem really bright. I'm grabbing my Dulce Cream Illuminator for the top high points of my cheekbones. This gives just a nice, fun, dewy shimmer. You can even put it on the inner corner of your eyes for extra brightness. Next, with my multitasker brush, I'm going to quickly line my lips using my contour color again. So now, y'all, I've used my contour color to line my lips, fill my brows, and do the contouring on my face. So I really appreciate how versatile all of this stuff is. I'm putting that same color that I put on my cheeks, on my lips, Sandstone first, and then I really love to layer Sandstone, which is a matte color, with a gloss over top. So you might not think that this would work, but this color right here, Petal, is a really pretty pink, and it looks really nice on top of Sandstone. So it's fun to mix and match and try different combinations. You can create your own custom colors. I always like to take my illuminator and put a little bit right on my Cupid's bow, sometimes down my nose and even in the center of my lips. Time for mascara. Look at that magic. Finally, to set my makeup, I'm going to use my damp perfector sponge and I'm going to squirt my Stay Spray right on there, and I'm just going to dab it onto my face. And so this is going to make sure that my makeup lasts all day. And I have the Stay Spray with SPF, which is nice because I'm always protected from the sun. For some extra staying power, I'm going to use Coty Airspun, which is a loose powder. And I'm just going to grab the brush I used earlier and I'm going to press that in under my eyes and anywhere else that I might feel particularly oily. So this is just going to make it last even longer. And that's it. We are all finished.